Ever believed that dogs see in black and white, or that a wagging tail always means a happy pooch? We're about to dive deep into the world of canines and debunk some common myths that have been floating around for years. Are you ready to challenge what you think you know about dogs? Will your beliefs stand the test of fact or fall under the weight of fiction? Stay tuned as we bust these myths and reveal the surprising truths about man's best friend. First up on our myth list, dogs see in black and white. This is a widely held belief with roots stretching back decades that our canine companions perceive the world around them in grayscale. But is this really the case? Let's delve into some facts to discover what's true and what's not. The myth that dogs see in black and white likely stems from early research suggesting that dogs, like many other animals, lack the color receptors humans possess. These color receptors, known as cones, allow us to perceive a broad spectrum of colors. However, subsequent research has shown that while dogs may not see the rainbow as we do, their world is far from black and white. Dogs, in fact, do see in color. Their vision is similar to a human with red-green color blindness. This means that while they can't distinguish between red and green, they can still perceive variations of blue and yellow. Picture a world where reds, greens, and oranges are somewhat muted or transformed into shades of blue and yellow. That's likely how your furry friend sees the world. Moreover, dogs have superior night vision and motion detection abilities compared to humans. This is due to their higher number of rod cells, which are responsible for detecting motion and providing vision in low light. So, while they might not appreciate the color of your new red sweater, they'll certainly notice if it's moving. In conclusion, dogs do not see the world in black and white. They perceive a different range of colors compared to humans, and they excel in areas where we don't, such as night vision and motion detection. Their vision is adapted to their needs as a species, making it perfect for them. So, next time you catch your dog seemingly admiring the sunset, remember they're experiencing it in a different color spectrum. It's not less beautiful or less profound, just different, just like our furry friends themselves. Scene script. Ever thought a wagging tail always means a happy dog? Think again. One of the most widespread misconceptions about our four-legged friends is that a wagging tail is a universal sign of a happy, friendly dog. Indeed, many of us have been conditioned to believe that a dog with a wagging tail is eager for some friendly interaction. But oh, how the truth is far more nuanced. Just like humans, dogs have a complex language of body signals that can tell us a lot about what they're feeling. A wagging tail, while often associated with joy and excitement, can also be a sign of other, less friendly emotions. In fact, it can indicate anxiety, fear, or even aggression. Imagine this for a moment. A dog's tail is like a barometer of its emotional state. When a dog is relaxed, its tail will generally be in a neutral position depending on the breed. As the dog becomes more excited or aroused, the tail may wag more vigorously and may rise higher. But here's the kicker, this arousal isn't always positive. It's crucial to understand that tail wagging is more about emotional arousal than happiness. If a dog is anxious over a perceived threat, the tail may wag as the dog's level of emotional arousal increases. Similarly, if a dog is ready to spring into action, the tail may wag with anticipation. And yes, a wagging tail can also signal aggression. A stiffly wagged tail, held high, is a clear sign that a dog isn't in a friendly mood. It's a signal that says, back off. So the next time you see a wagging tail, don't rush to pet the dog. Instead, take a moment to observe the rest of the dog's body language. Are the ears relaxed or pinned back? Is the body stiff or relaxed? These signals, together with the tail, will give you a much clearer picture of what the dog is feeling. Remember, a wagging tail isn't always an invitation for a petting session. Ever noticed your dog munching on grass and wondered if they're feeling ill? It's a sight that has left many a pet parent perplexed and worried. This behavior has led to an enduring belief that dogs resort to grass eating when they're feeling under the weather. But is there any truth to this common myth, or is it just another canine misconception we need to debunk? Let's dive into this intriguing topic. The notion that dogs eat grass when they're sick is based on the observation that some dogs may vomit after ingesting grass. This has led to the assumption that dogs instinctively know to eat grass to induce vomiting when they're feeling unwell. However, the reality is a bit more complex and less worrisome. Veterinary studies have shown that less than a quarter of dogs who consume grass regularly appear sick beforehand. Furthermore, Less than 10% of dogs vomit after their grass feast. These figures suggest that there's more to this grass-eating behavior than merely an instinctive response to feeling ill. So why do dogs eat grass? Well, the reasons can vary. Some dogs may eat grass out of boredom. Yes, that's right, your pooch might be turning your lawn into a salad bar simply because they've got nothing better to do. Others might enjoy the taste or texture of grass, or they might be trying to supplement their diet with a bit of roughage. In some cases, it might be an inherited trait from their wild ancestors who ate grass to purge their system of parasites. But here's the good news: in most cases, grass eating isn't harmful to dogs. Unless the grass has been treated with pesticides or fertilizers, or your dog is eating grass excessively and showing signs of illness, there's usually no cause for concern. It's just one of those quirky things that make our canine companions so fascinating. So, no need to panic if you spot your furry friend nibbling on your lawn. Chances are they're not sick. They're just being a dog, exploring their world in their own unique way. Ever heard the saying, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks"? This is a myth that has been passed down through generations, but today we're here to debunk it. This saying suggests that once a dog reaches a certain age, it becomes impossible to train them or teach them anything new. This couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, dogs of all ages have the capacity to learn new commands, tricks, and even adopt new behaviors with the right training and patience. It's not about the dog's age, but rather about the approach. Like humans, dogs are lifelong learners. They have an inherent capacity for adaptation and learning that doesn't just switch off as they age. Sure, puppies might have that youthful energy and curiosity that makes them eager to learn, but older dogs have the advantage of focus and experience. Now, it's important to note that teaching an old dog might require a different approach than training a puppy. Older dogs may have habits ingrained over the years, and breaking those habits can be a challenge. But with consistency, patience, and positive reinforcement, it's entirely possible. Research has shown that older dogs can learn new tasks, and their ability to do so can even help keep their minds sharp as they age. Just like humans, mental stimulation is vital for a dog's overall health and well-being. So if you're thinking about adopting an older dog and are worried about training, don't be. Or if you have an older dog at home and you've been considering teaching them a new trick or two, go for it. With the right techniques and a bit of patience, you'll be surprised at what they can achieve. Dispelling this myth is not just about proving a point, it's about giving older dogs the chance they deserve. A chance to learn, to adapt, and to live their lives to the fullest, no matter their age. Remember, age is just a number, even for our canine companions. Scene script. How about this one? A dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. This has been a long-standing belief, a phrase often repeated, but is it true? Let's dive in and see. First, let's clarify what we mean by clean. If we're talking about the presence of bacteria, then no mouth, human or canine, can be considered clean. Both human and dog mouths are teeming with millions of bacteria. It's a regular bacterial fiesta in there. However, many of us have been led to believe that the bacteria in a dog's mouth are somehow less harmful than those in a human mouth. This is where the myth starts to crumble. The truth is, dogs' mouths harbor a wide variety of bacteria, many of which are different from the ones found in our human mouths. For instance, dogs are known to carry bacteria like Pastorella, which can cause skin and lymph node infections in humans. They also have bacteria like Capnocytophaga canamorsus, which, though rare, can cause serious illnesses in humans with weakened immune systems. On the flip side, humans have their own unique bacterial rogues gallery. Streptococcus, for example, can cause strep throat in humans, but is not typically found in dogs. So, does this mean we should keep our distance from our furry friends? Absolutely not. Our dogs are an integral part of our lives, and a little bacteria isn't going to change that, but it does mean we need to be smart about hygiene. Regular dental care for your dog, like brushing their teeth or providing them with dental chews, can help keep their mouths as clean as possible. And as for us humans, well, we all know the drill. Brush, floss, and regular checkups with the dentist. In conclusion, the idea that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's is a myth. The reality is that both human and dog mouths are full of bacteria, each with their own unique set. So maybe think twice before accepting those slobbery kisses. Now, let's take a quick recap of the myths we've busted today. First off, we debunked the age-old belief that dogs see in black and white. It turns out our furry friends actually perceive the world in shades of blue and yellow. They may not see the full spectrum of colors like us, but they certainly see more than just grayscale. Next, we tackled the myth that a wagging tail always means a happy dog. While it's true that dogs often wag their tails when they're happy, they also do it when they're scared, nervous, or even aggressive. The key is to look at the whole dog, not just the tail. Body language, ear position, and even the speed of the tail wag can provide more insight into what your dog is trying to tell you. Then we moved on to the common belief that dogs eat grass when they're sick. While some dogs may indeed munch on grass when they're not feeling well, others do it simply because they like the taste or texture. So if you see your dog grazing in your backyard, don't panic. It doesn't necessarily mean they're unwell. The fourth myth we busted is the saying, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks." As it turns out, dogs of all ages are capable of learning new things. Sure, it might take a bit more time and patience with an older dog, but it's certainly not impossible. So don't give up on your senior pup. They might just surprise you with their ability to learn and adapt. Finally, we addressed the misconception that dogs' mouths are cleaner than humans. While dogs' mouths do contain different bacteria than ours, that doesn't mean they're cleaner or less harmful. In fact, some of the bacteria in a dog's mouth can be harmful to humans if transferred. So, while doggy kisses can be a sign of affection, it's best to avoid them if you have an open wound or weakened immune system. We hope you've enjoyed this journey of debunking these common dog myths. Remember, understanding the truth helps us to better care for our four-legged friends. Before we wrap up, we'd love to know what other dog myths you've heard. There's a whole world of canine misconceptions out there, and we're on a mission to debunk them all. So, go ahead, share your dog myths in the comments. Let's start a conversation that enlightens us all about our furry friends and helps us better understand them. If you've enjoyed this myth-busting journey, don't be shy. Click that like button. It helps us bring more of these debunking sessions to you. And if you have friends who are dog lovers, don't hesitate to share this video with them. Let's spread the truth, one dog myth at a time. And of course, if you haven't already, do subscribe to our channel. We have a ton of fascinating content lined up for you. Content that challenges misconceptions and reveals the truth. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. Thanks for watching and keep busting those myths.